One Africa, one people.
No hate, no fear. Refugees are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear. Xenophobes are welcome here. Stop the hate, stop the violence. Together we stand, divided we fall. We will not stand for violence. We will not stand in silence. No to xenophobia. Yes to Ubuntu.
We are peacefully gathering outside Parliament in Capetown against Afrophobia and xenophobia directed at African migrants in South Africa right now, because accountability belongs with failing government systems who abuse their power, not vulnerable people. Many foreigners have been forced to leave, but did that solve joblessness, crime, poverty, or the shootings in townships and the Cape Flats? Did it decrease gangsterism? It didn't, because high crime, unemployment and inequality will still exist, because governments continue to maintain systems that place profit over humanity. According to the World Bank, South Africa is the most unequal country because of failing government systems. Xenophobia, Afrophobia and division are symptoms of systems that is so mismanaged that they maintain inequality at the expense of the most vulnerable in this country. Also, migrants didn't create the legacy of apartheid or white monopoly capitalism, and because of that legacy we still have not achieved economic freedom for all, and it's those systems that we should be standing up against. It's also worth questioning why migrants were framed as a crisis after South Africa took Israel to the ICJ for genocide. From Cape Town to Gaza, we stand united against violent displacement and against those inciting violence against anyone else. That cannot happen in our name. Aluta continua.
This is a message for all foreigners in South Africa. It has come to my light that suddenly our country, against our constitutional right, are now not giving health care to pregnant mothers and babies and infants who need immunizations. Today somebody showed up at my clinic being chased away like a dog just to vaccinate her 3-day-old baby. This is a message to say blissful births do not discriminate, we do not judge. We are here to help. Reach out and we'll see how we can help you. If you are foreign and you are pregnant, I do not care what your papers say. I am here to serve you. I'm here to help you. We are here for you. And I'm sorry, I apologize to what our country is doing.
I have a quick question. How is it that an illegal foreigner or an undocumented foreigner can come into your rural area that you know the best with no government funding and still have the most successful spaza shops that you all say that they're stealing from you all, apparently, okay? But you have a South African ID and access to government funds, but you can't make it work. Weird, huh? But anyway, carry on working for free as immigration officers and polices, right? For one free shirt and some exercise, right? Take your stick, carry on marching. Wish you luck.
Absolute rubbish. In fact, if you go to the stats, it is the migrants that are upkeeping the economy of our country. It is the migrants that are keeping the job. Down there, without the TVs and the cameras and these groups causing hatred, the communities are living together. They're striving for jobs. They're striving for better, peaceful relationships. We are Africans. Around the continent, there's a concept of Ubuntu that capitalism, individualism has destroyed. Colonialism, Westernism has destroyed. So we're here today, many communities. We're from around Johannesburg, Soweto. We are community organizations working on the grassroots and not with big political parties or anybody. I'm a teacher myself for 28 years, so this day is very important for me, teaching black youth all around the country to know that the struggle is not over. It's especially a message to the youth that if in 1976, in the height of apartheid, they could make those changes, now when we have a little bit of freedom, what is stopping our youth from making those radical changes now? And that is the point we are here trying to make. We're marching from Capetown, a historic place where the Constitution was signed here.
The Freedom Charter,
signed in Capetown.
Yes.
But when Europeans and tourists come to this country, they're passing by.
Let me tell you, the next time I see a South African in Kenya, it's giving the same energy, aura for aura.
I'm Zimbabwean and I grew up in South Africa, and lately I've been seeing all these videos of like the movements going on in South Africa right now, like they want all the foreigners out and all that type of stuff, and people are like saying go home, like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, home where? Because as someone who was like raised in South Africa, like my whole childhood is in South Africa, it's like I genuinely consider South Africa as home in a way. Like, it's part of my identity as a person because that's the country that raised me. And obviously I know I can always go to Zim. Like, I know I can go to Zim, and Zim is also home. But in sense of like where I feel more comfortable or like and connected and stuff, that would be South Africa, because that's the country that I know the most. Like I know South Africa more in a way. And I was even thinking for like people with like parents that are like one parent is from another country and another parent is from South Africa. They're also being told go home, and it's like, why are you stripping someone of their identity? Like, South Africa is their home. Go home where? And it's just such a weird situation to be in, because I do understand that South Africa is going through a lot right now. Like I genuinely do get that there's like a lot of stuff in terms of like unemployment and things like that. I completely understand. But thinking that by getting rid of all the foreigners in the country, automatically all the problems are going to be solved, that's just not how it works. It's just not how it works. And I feel like people use it as like an easy escape route. Like it's a very easy coup to just be like, oh, foreigners this, foreigners that. But that's just, it's not realistic to think once all the foreigners are gone, the country's automatically going to be fixed. Just saying. I don't know. I was just thinking.
What happens to small businesses if a large number of undocumented workers disappear from the economy? I own more than 7 businesses, and your business is mine. But before we have this discussion, I'd like for us to commit to having an open, honest, and respectful dialogue. No politics, no feelings. All right? Thank you. South Africa is changing, and whether we agree or not, entrepreneurs need to understand the impacts that immigration enforcement could have on opportunities, jobs, wages, and our economy. Firstly, labor costs. Labor costs may go up for employers who are not compliant with the minimum wage and also contributions for the unemployment insurance fund. While on the other hand, businesses that were already compliant could become more competitive. Secondly, some businesses might struggle to find staff. And it's not because South Africans don't want jobs, but it's because certain industries like hospitality, construction, and retail have become dependent on migrant labor for many years. Thirdly, prices could increase. When labor costs rise, businesses usually pass down some of those costs down to customers. We may see higher prices in certain sectors. But here's a pain point. Removing undocumented immigrants does not automatically create successful businesses or jobs. The real opportunity comes if we step into those gaps with skills, discipline, and productivity. Oh, and entrepreneurship, especially entrepreneurship. So as entrepreneurs, our job isn't to celebrate who leaves or stays. Our job is to identify where the gaps are forming, and we should position ourselves to fill them. Because economic growth only happens when somebody is willing and is able to do the work. In closing, entrepreneurs that will be most successful in the next few years aren't the ones that are arguing online. It's those that are solving problems. Have a lovely day.
Since 2007, almost 20 years.
Oh, you are part of us now. You are no longer a trainer.
But I live in Cape Town, so I'm not.
Look at how she backs up from that hug. Like she's politely trying to back up from that hug, showing a body language of someone who does not feel safe, doesn't feel comfortable around your presence. And here you are hugging her, calling her one of us. Now, I didn't watch all that video, so correct me if I'm wrong. But was there a time in this video that he asked, in this whole talk with her, that he asked for her papers? Or maybe these niggas know something that we don't. Maybe these people supporting this march and march, and the leaders of the march and march, are knowing something that we don't know. I know they're definitely benefiting, but maybe they know something deeper, a bigger secret about South Africa. Maybe. Who knows? But the way they moving, no Ubuntu in it, eh? No Ubuntu.